Will tell me about the reaction. You have to speak. Will speak about it. What is mean by reaction? You are unknown about this. Last year, I think I told about the reaction. Hmm? Reaction is a chemical process in which whatever their substances they are act with each other and form a new substance. It's called the reaction. Okay. So now what is mean by chemical reaction? What is mean by chemical reaction? Chemical reaction means a process in which the substances which react with each other and form a new substance. Okay, or it can change its their physical as well as chemical properties. That process is called chemical reaction. Okay, so now today we are going to start lesson number 3, chemical reactions and equations. So can you recall first question for you? What are the types of molecules of elements and compounds? Will tell me now. Just last week we have seen this. What are the types of molecules of elements and compounds? Will tell me types of molecules. What is my molecule? These are things we have seen already, students. You are not replying anything. What's going on? Hmm? In last lesson only I told this molecule means what, substance means what, all things I told. Have you forgotten all things? My voice is low, okay. Molecule means what? Now getting voice? Molecule means they are a group of atoms which are bonded together each other and they can take part in reaction. It's called a molecule. Now tell me types of molecules. Will tell me types of molecules. You don't know.
Oxygen.
Oxygen is a not type. It one molecule we can say. Good. Any another? Will tell me about types of molecules. There you will take. Just I told about the molecule. Element, compound, mixture, different things. So they are monoatomic molecule first. Monoatomic means what? Which having single type of all elements are there, molecules are there. That is the monoatomic molecules. Second, diatomic. Means there are two types of different diatomic. And third one, polyatomic, more than two molecules are present. Suppose in any reaction that is there, this is called polyatomic. Okay, so getting it. This first one is there monoatomic, only single type of molecules are there. The second one is there diatomic, two types of different molecules are there. And third, polyatomic, more than three types of the molecules are present. Okay, suppose we will take the oxygen. It is a monoatomic. But suppose when we'll take their H2O, is there diatomic, because here two types of different molecules are present, different substances are present. Okay, getting it? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So now tell me, what is the compound? Compound definition we have seen so many times. What is by compound?
Sir,
Yes.
sir, two or more molecules mix in the fixed ratio is called the compound.
Yeah. Good. In another word, when two or more than two substances combines with each other and they form a new substance with new physical and chemical properties, it's called compound. I think when since we are learning this definition seventh standard, and within this year only, I repeated it three, four times. Now note that it's what is in the compound. Okay. So now tell me types of compound. Did you listen that word? Ionic compound? Yes or no?
Sir,
Yes, Archis.
ionic compound and covalent compound.
Yeah, ionic compound and covalent compound. Okay. So here about the compound, there are three types compounds. They are ionic. Then second one is there, we can say metallic compound, covalent compound also. And acid is also there one type of compound. Okay. So for ionic compounds, will tell me ionic compounds. What is by ionic compounds? Ionic compound means just only last two H in there when two ions combine with each other and form a new substance that is called the ionic compound. Suppose cation and anion both are combined with each other. Like suppose we take Na plus and Cl minus. So now here you can see these are two ions, one cation and second one is anion. But when they coming together, what we are getting? NaCl, sodium chloride. So it's called the ionic compound. Okay, getting it or not, students?
Yes, sir.
Today I think so many are in sleep only, sleeping mode. They are not responding anything. Correct. So now What do you mean by valency of elements? Last week only we have seen. What is mean by valency? Last week only we have seen what is the valency. Will tell.
Sir,
Yes.
so valency means the electrons is present in the outermost shell.
Yeah. Valency means there are how many electrons present in the outermost shell, that is called the valence electrons, and it's called the valency. We have seen. Okay, now what is the requirement for writing molecular formula of different compounds? What is the requirement? See, these all questions are there. Can you recall? And you have forgotten all things. Hmm? What is the requirement for writing molecular formula of different compounds? Symbols. What's required here? Symbols of elements. Then arrows. What are the things? How are the molecular formula of the compounds written? How it's written? Can you tell me? This question I am leaving for you. Okay. Now you have to find its answer. Now, chemical reaction. Some of the scientists of the 18th and 19th century carried the fundamental experiments on chemical reaction, and they proved that from their experiments during the chemical reaction, composition of the matter changes and that change remains permanent. Already we have seen there two types of changes. One is the physical change and chemical change. So what in by physical change? You will tell me now. Physical change and chemical change. Difference between physical change. The change occurs due to the pressure or force, and after when we will remove it, it will regain its original size, shape, whatever they give. It's called the physical change and chemical change. The change at once happen, it will be there permanent. The chemical reactions will be happen. It's called the chemical change. Now here, transformation of ice into water. So now ice, ice converted into the water. What will get here? Physical change. Which change? Why it's physical change? Why it's physical change? Who will tell me?
Because the ice, water can be converted to ice again.
Yes. One more thing is there. Ice in the solid form and water in the liquid form. But whatever their content H2O, which is same in ice as well as in water also. It's not changing. Only its state change, condition change. Then this water will convert into a steam. So which type of change is this?
Chemical change.
How chemical?
Physical.
Yeah, it's physical change. Why it's physical change? Because when we collect all steam and when it will be cool, again it will be converted into the water. Okay. Again, this water will lower down its temperature, it will convert into the ice. So it's called the physical change. Getting it? Yes or no? Now
Yes, sir.
chemical change. What is mean by chemical change? This change that once happen, it will be not change. It will not regain. Suppose raw mangoes. We have taken this example in 7th standard, correct? Raw mango is there. It will be converted into ripened mango. What will happen? Can we convert this ripened mango into again raw mango? It's possible
No,
to
sir.
us?
No,
No.
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 So this is the chemical change. Okay. Now here one box is there. Table is given for you. So first transforming of ice into water, it is a physical change. Now cooking of food, it's also there. Chemical change. Ripening of fruit, now physical or chemical?
Chemical.
Chemical. Then milk turned into the curd.
Chemical.
Very good. Evaporation of water.
Physical.
Physical.
Physical. So digestion of food in the stomach.
Chemical.
Chemical.
Size reduction of nectar balls exposed to air.
Physical. Physical.
Staining of Shahabad or Kadapa tile by lemon juice.
Chemical.
Chemical.
And last one, breaking glass.
Physical.
So just you have seen this. Now you have to complete this approach in your notebook, this table. Okay, as a homework. Got it, everyone? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now we have to see the next. Apparatus, they are given one experiment. Now it's not possible to us because these things are present in science lab. Okay. When our school reopen again physically, that time I'll show you all these experiments. Okay. So now here we have to start. Next thing. Now, what it means here given see the definitions of chemical reaction or physical change. A physical change takes place due to the change in the parameters such as temperature, pressure. Often a physical change is the irreversible. Reversible means what and irreversible means what? Can you tell me reversible? Reversible means suppose we have taken water example. Water can convert into ice, ice can convert into a steam. Again, steam can convert into the water and water can convert into the ice. This is a reversible change. What is this? Reversible change. Means this change we can reverse it. We'll get the same original product whatever we have used. And irreversible means at once their change happen, it will not regain its original state or condition. It's called the irreversible. Okay. So here a chemical reaction is a process in which some substances undergo bond breaking and are transformed into new substance by formation of new bonds. The substances taking part in the chemical reaction is called a reactant. Now here, suppose this is a A plus B we are getting C. Means this suppose this is the reactant A and this is reactant B. When they react with each other, then we are getting this product C. Yes, Autade, what do you want to say? Yes, Autade. Any problem, Autade? Huh?
No, sir. By mistake.
Okay. So here, when we are taking about this, In reaction, suppose we are writing the reaction in the form of equation. Now, what is mean by equation? Who tell me the equation from 7th standard, 6th standard? You are solving the equations in mathematics. Yes. Equation means what? Please tell answer. Equation is what is there. Suppose about the mathematics will speak. When given their RHS is equal to something LHS or both sides something is given. Suppose like this. 2x plus y is equal to 4. RHS is equal to LHS. This is your RHS and this is your LHS. This you are seeing that equation. Correct. So here also it's same thing is there about the chemical. We are writing but just here it's by symbols, it's elements, their name. Okay. Now we'll see suppose C plus O2. Means carbon is another element, oxygen is another element. When they react with each other, we are getting the CO2. Getting it? Yes, Archie Patil.
Sir, for what is that arrow given in that reaction?
One thing we have to see in this lesson only, just we are speaking about the equation. That arrow shows just it's showing the reaction. It's showing the reaction. Okay. Now all things we have to see here one by one. So now we are going to see the chemical equations. Now see here. Let us first look a chemical reaction in activity to a colorless solution of zinc sulfate is formed on addition of zinc dust to the blue solution of copper sulfate. So what is your aqueous solution of copper sulfate plus zinc dust? What will you get? Aqueous solution of zinc sulfate plus copper. Now if you see here copper sulfate, what's its chemical formula? CuSO4 and here zinc. When they react with each other, what will you get? Zinc sulfate and copper. Now, the representation of chemical reaction in a condensed form using chemical formula is called as a chemical equation. This condensed form is given in the form of, just separately if you see this, CuSO4, Zn, then ZnSO4, Cu. This is the condensed form and it's called the chemical equation. Okay. Now writing, while we are writing a chemical reaction, what we have to see. So first thing, how to write the chemical reaction. While we are thinking about a chemical reaction, that time, what are the reactants? Which two or more than two substances are going to take part in the reaction? That we have to write in the left hand side. Okay. And whatever their product after their reaction will get, we have to write on the right hand side. And these arrows heading towards the products is drawn between the reactants and products. See that the arrow indicates the direction of reaction. Getting it now? Now here, suppose I draw written here plus sign. This plus sign indicates these two chemicals are linked with each other. They are linked with each other. Okay. Now, next thing we have to see. Purposely I am taking this. Now here, suppose like this, yes is written. Here L is written and here G is written. Now can you tell me what is this SLG?
Solid liquid gas.
Yeah. These letters give the more information about the equation. Now, if they are in gas state, then we have to write G. If they are in liquid state, then we are writing by letter L. And if they are writing in solid, means they are yes. Okay. So got it? This is a very simple thing, but it's very important while we are writing the equation. That time we should remember this thing. Now here, this arrow, this arrow is showing there upward, pointing upwards. Is what there?
Gas is released.
Gas is released. And when, like this arrow shows, that time that solution is not totally soluble. Okay, it is an insoluble solid in it. Getting it? This is a downward and this is a upward. Upward arrow shows the gaseous, means whatever their substance it was liberated or it's released from that reaction in the air. And this is show that there is a its precipitation. Precipitation means what? Means it is not completely soluble in that liquid. Solid is dissolved, but not completely soluble. It is a partially soluble, so it's their precipitation. Okay, getting it shown? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now next thing is here, if you see here written aqueous. Yes, aqueous and yes. What is mean by aqueous? Can you tell me?
Water is present.
Water is present. It's the soluble. It's dissolved. Okay, it's in the liquid form. Okay, but what is there in the liquid form? It shows that substance their presence. Suppose we will take example of salt and water. What will happen there? Salt is totally dissolved in the water. Correct? We can't separate them. But if you take their lemon juice, you can see its appearance. Yes or no?
Yes.
Hmm. So it's their aqueous solution. Now, when heat is given to in any one reaction, that time this triangle is shown on the upward of arrow. Remember this. This is shows, and first we know the arrow shows the reaction, but it this shows their heat is present in the reaction. What present? Heat is present. Now here CaCO3, calcium carbonates, when it is heated, what will you get? Calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Getting it? So here if you observe this, the when heat is to be given from outside to the bring about a reaction, it is indicated by the sign delta written above the arrow and that indicates the direction of the reaction. So now here we have to see next thing. Fifth number, their equations rule. This is very important. Remember, we are not doing time pass. It's very important for writing the chemical equations. Okay, how to write? This is the steps. It is necessary to fulfill the certain conditions like specific temperature, pressure, catalyst, etc. While we are writing in one chemical reaction, just we are not writing that formula. It should be there, fulfill the condition. What is the required? If you see their vegetable oil downside at temperature 60 degrees Celsius, this is a specific condition. Then catalyst, Ni, nickel catalyst is present. Then only this process can happen. This from vegetable oil we require their vanaspati ghee. Then hydrogen gas we have to use as well as what temperature should be there? only 60 degree, not more than it or less than it, and any catalyst is using it. Okay, getting it, student?
Yes, sir.
Today only few students are responding, others are sleeping, I think. Correct, no? Srishti Arlat, are you there? Srishti, are you getting it, Srishti? Visual More, unmute yourself and tell me. Now, last one, there's six step. When there any taken, that substance they are concentrated or dilute, we have to mention in the reaction. So now here, if you see their special information or names of the reactants or products are written below their formulae. For example, copper on reaction. With the concentrated, yeah, very good. Yes, it's correct. So what is by catalyst? Catalyst means actually this substance is not taking part in the reaction, but in the presence of him, you can say, in the presence of this substance, that reaction's rate of reaction will be changed. It will be increase or decrease. Okay, it will be increase or decrease. This happen due to the catalyst. Okay. So, for example, copper on reaction with concentrated nitric acid gives the reddish colored poisonous nitrogen dioxide gas. So, until here, we'll stop today, and remaining part we are going to see tomorrow. Okay. And today, your homework is there. You have to complete that box I have already table, and these six steps of this chemical equation. And one more thing is there. You have to write these all six steps with their chemical reactions, not only the steps. Okay, writing a chemical equation. And next part will start tomorrow. Until that, you have to see that very important thing we are going to learn next week. That balance the chemical reaction. Last year I taught you already these things. And then types of chemical reactions. Okay, if anyone student having any doubt, they can ask me immediately. Those having any doubt, they can ask.
No,
Do you
sir.
understood all?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
good. Okay. Siddhi Deshmukh, do you got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Pranjal Thorat, Om Ambedkar, did you got it?